not give me the slide right here. I'm going to turn my right generator on, and I'm going to go ahead at that point check my flight controls. Say PD's clear. Say clear. I'm going to look out, and I'm going to go left aileron up. What's the right aileron doing? I'm going to say down. Down. Turn it the other way. Left is down, right is up. Okay. I'm going to come back. I'm going to pull this all the way back, and I'm going to go elevator up. You're going to look to make sure it's up this way. You're going to look out the side windows. Okay. You're going to look out this side window right here. I'm going to look out that one. Okay. I'm going to go up, down, down. Okay. Then I'm going to check my rudders. You check your rudders. You get the crew chief. He's going to be out there doing his hand signals. And you just go to the left, take it to the left all the way, come back to center, neutralize it to the right. He's going to verify that those are set. A minute after that's done, I'm going to say, I'm going to give him the flap sign and move my flaps down. And I'm going to say you've got the controls. While the flaps are moving, you just verify your flight controls aren't binding and you're working okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then you're going to give me the control for that. Yep. Okay, now we're going to check the flaps. Flaps are selected down. They indicate down. Check that they're down. You're going to check, say, flaps down. Flaps down. On your side. Flaps down. Flaps down. Then I'm going to come up, give them the signal again. Going to come up to approach. I'm going to say flaps are selected approach. They indicate approach. Check approach. Check approach. Check approach. And give them the sign again. Flaps coming up. Flaps selected up. Indicate up. Check up. Oh. Okay. Flaps checked up. And then he's going to give me a thumbs up. And that's good. That's how we check our flaps and flight instruments. Now we're going to go ahead and check our voltage on our right generator. If it's below 0.5, we're going to go ahead and turn the generator off. Okay, and we're going to do, this is going to be a generator assisted start of the left engine. Brief remains the same. Check that your right side's clear. Left side's clear. Right side's clear. Okay, left side's clear. Fire guard's posted. Starting the left engine. And I'm going to do the same thing for the left engine. So I'm going to hold the brakes. Yeah, I do. That's why I said brief remains the same. So you're going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to start the starter and hack the clock at that time. I got a left ignition light on. It looks like the left engine's starting up here. And so hit 12%. Once we hit 12%, the right generator comes on. Okay, and that's why it's a generator assisted start, and condition lever comes to low idle. You're going to start it then, and you're going to watch ITT come off the wall.
How long am I looking for?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
There it is. ITT's off the wall, and you're going to stop. And then here comes N1. And then at this time I'm looking, I've got pressure, oil pressure and temperature. I have fuel flow. There's 50% right there. I'm going to stop my clock, and I'm going to turn my ignition off. Okay, and then you should see the engine instruments spool up. Then I'm going to go ahead and check my engine instruments. My oil pressure and temperature is within limits. I have fuel flow. N1 is at low idle. I've got RPMs. No torque should be shown right now, and ITT is within limits. Give them the thumbs up, and I'm going to turn the right generator back off. Okay, generator's coming off, and I'm going to check the current limiters. Make sure that it's still got fuel flow, because if the current limiters are dead, these are both going to die. Okay, so we got fuel flow. I'm going to turn on the right generator, make sure it carries load. Left generator, come back to idle, and turn on the fuel control gate and make sure that they both show good. Okay, that's the start. And then I'm going to say, okay, we've got a good start. Go ahead with the after start checklist. And you're going to read down. Lift this up for a sec. Okay, so now the engine, okay, go ahead. Engine's all started up. We're ready to go. Give me the after start checklist.
Environmental controls.
Okay, check, turn it on full cold for me. And the co-pilot's going to go ahead and flip this to auto. Okay. Make sure this is on auto. That's off, and then you can just turn that to full cold, which is that side, yeah. Okay, and then you're going to say
set.
Okay.
DC generator voltages.
Okay, I'm going to come over here and make sure that all my DC voltages are reading correctly by pushing the two buttons. And 2825 plus or minus 0.8 checked.
Inverters.
Inverters. Come down here and check my inverters. I'm going to turn on the number one inverter, and this light should go out, this light should go out, and torque should come off the wall. Okay, so number one inverter, torque came off the wall, those two lights came out, and number two inverter, that light should just go out. On.
AC voltages and frequencies.
Just come down here, I'm gonna look down, make sure that they're reading approximately 400, push the buttons, and make sure they're reading approximately 114. Checked.
Avionics master.
Avionics master, just gonna turn that on. I'm gonna say hold the checklist. Okay, and you're gonna say holding the checklist. So avionics master comes on. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and tune in on column 1. It's gonna be 140325, and I'm gonna push use. Okay? That's going to be a VHF frequency, and that's Montana base, which is kind of our squadron ops office. And I'm going to say make the call. And to the co-pilot. Co-pilot's just going to get on VHF and go, Montana, our call sign's right here, 403. He's going to push button, Montana 403 is out of the chocks. And they're going to kind of note it and say, okay, they're out of the chocks at this time, kind of thing. Okay, it's just for our squadron to know that we're ready to take off. At which time, pilot, I'm going to go like this, which is a brake release signal, and the crew chief's going to give it back to me. I'm going to release the brakes, push up a little bit of power, I'm going to move forward, and he's going to give me this sign, and I'm going to check my brakes. And then I'm going to slide forward to the whole short line, reset the parking brake, read the whole short line, and I'm going to say continue the checklist.
Transfer pumps.
Okay, come over here for the transfer pumps. I'm going to hold this test switch right here to the left, and I'm going to turn this on. Okay, and you should see a little flash right there, and that light should go off, and then I'm going to put it back in auto. Okay, I'm going to do the same with the right side. You should get a little flash and the fault warning. To the right, there's a little flash and the fault warning, and make sure it's in auto, checked auto.
Crossfeed.
Okay, the crossfeed, I'm going to turn on the crossfeed to the auto position. I'm going to close one of the boost pumps. You get the fuel crossfeed light, a fuel pressure light that'll flicker, and then the fault warning. And then I'm going to turn the boost pump back on, turn off the crossfeed to eliminate that light, turn it back on, turn this boost pump off. You should get the same fuel pressure light right there, fuel crossfeed and the fault warning. Turn the boost pump back on, and turn out the crossfeed, and then back on to eliminate the light. Checked auto.
Generator load.
Okay, the generator load, I'm going to come down here and just verify they're both under 0.5. Checked.
Radar.
Radar, I'm going to say check the radars in off position, and you're going to look and say off.
Off. Turn indicators, compasses.
Okay, hold the checklist. Okay, we're holding it at this whole short line of the taxiway. At this point, I'm going to say go ahead and get on channel 1 for me on UHF. You're going to reach down here, tune it to channel 1. We're going to get ATIS. Okay, we're both going to get our ATIS. I'm going to say switch to channel 3 for me, and co-pilot's going to go to channel 3, and we're going to call for taxi, and I'm going to say Navy Corpus Ground Montana 403 taxi with information whatever, information alpha from the base of hangar 57 or wherever your plane's at to the run up for runway whatever we're using, 31 or 13, and then they're going to give us taxi clearance. After they give us taxi clearance, I'm going to go ahead and release the brake, and I'm going to say, sir, depending on which way we're turning, left turn or right turn, this is going to be a needle left, ball right, which means we're turning left. A needle left, ball right turn. On my mark, hack at 120, which means when your HSI and RMI hit 120, I'm going to say hack, and you're just going to verify that they're reading correctly. So we're going to pull out of the chocks, make a left turn. I'm going to say ready, ready, hack. You're going to verify. We're going to start taxiing straight up to the run-up area. We're going to check here that these come in reverse, and you're checking to verify that these two come into reverse position. Then you're going to go back up to the beta range and taxi in beta. I'm going to say, sir, you have the controls for a brake check. At which time the co-pilot's going to say, Roger, I have the controls. He's just going to check his brakes, but you have the controls. Alright, I have the controls, and I'm going to go taxi up into the run-up, come back to idle, set my brake, parking brake again. I'm going to say continue the checklist.
Checked.
Yeah, well, you read them off to me.
Turn indicators, compasses checked.
Checked.
Brakes
Checked.
checked. Engine run-up.
Well, you tell me, you have to say that completes the checklist.
Oh, that completes the checklist.
And I tell you, give me the engine run-up checklist.
Parking brake.
Okay, so now we're in the run-up area. Generally, you're going to be on, your heading in the run-up is going to be the exact same as the runway we're using, 130030, or 310. Okay, so give me the checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine instruments.
Okay, you're just going to verify you're still in idle. Everything, you're going to verify your engine instruments are reading